All righty. Those were the rejects. That's actually round one rejects. Those are the ones that didn't make it past round one there. I did a little something different. So the next time you see them will be the second cut and then the final cut at the end there. Very excited. I got to tell you, I was surprised at the Juggernaut covers, how they were very underwhelming to a lot of people. I do not believe we're going to have that tonight, in all honesty. I found some really good covers. At least I think they are anyway. And of course, here to help talk about these, we've got the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
How's it going, bub?
All righty. And of course, Eric, back issue BREEN. How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, any good day you wake up on this side of living, it's not too shabby.
That's literally his icon. Meh.
Oh boy, I think that was his thing. Oh boy. Yeah, but tonight we're doing Magneto covers, and quite excited.
Hello to Henry. Hello to Rhaegar. Hello to Desert Rose. Dark Admiral March Hare.
I am wondering what did I leave off that you guys are going to be like, hey, why didn't you have this? As far as Galactus was concerned, somebody in the chat went, I really wanted the Fantastic Four Superman crossover. Slap. No, that is a great freaking cover, man. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And
hello to Michael Taylor.
So that one actually, I was like, gosh darn it, I forgot it. I can't believe I forgot that one. That one is a really good cover, but that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure I forgot something, but hey, you know what? We're going to have a good time checking out this as well. And in all honesty, really all I'm doing is stalling while I wrote out the page, and I am ready to go here. All righty. And hello to my daughter, Elizabeth. What's up? All righty. Cool.
Hello, daughter Elizabeth.
RDV says, hello, daughter Elizabeth.
Hello.
She says hello. All righty. Well, let's get this thing started. I'll share out the board here.
Dark Admiral March Hare. Jay Lucian's probably binge watching something. He's been enjoying his freedom of watching TV shows now.
So we lost LK to sports, and now just Jay to random TV show. Mike Taylor says hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
She says hi.
Eric, they may have the right idea. I don't go watch Reacher.
You're right. I don't know. We tried. Do you know what we tried? We tried that nine bodies in a Mexican morgue. It looks like it looks like a Spanish soap opera. El Caliente, one of those things.
You know the one I want to try is that they have that Spanish Zorro show come out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I do on Zorro. I was thinking of doing just going back and watching all the superhero TV shows I've ignored. But anyway, let's say again.
From the 70s?
Oh no, from the recent. There's just been a lot of stuff I've ignored. So, all righty, let's get this party started, or get this show on the road. Either way, RDV, you're starting us off, and we're starting off with Classic X-Men number 18.
Ah, yes, Classic X-Men. I, Magneto, got the whole world in my hands. This is cool. I'm going 9 on this.
Yeah.
Only because his helmet looks really elongated more than it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah,
and speak of high-voiced puppeteers.
Hey, yo, what's up, MK?
Good, MK. How are we going to do an imitation of MK? He's here. We're going to have MK do the MK impersonation. That'll be the best way to do it.
I was just going to ask you guys, how are you going to, maybe I'll pretend I'll be somebody else.
I'll talk like this the whole time, all right? And you could still do MK. How about that,
Okay.
I don't know.
Only if you type in the chat, MK says.
Okay, so Eric, what do you say?
I'll go 9.
Go 9 on this one? All righty. And MK, we're looking at Classic X-Men number 18.
Oh, that's a cool cover. I like I love the the graphics in the background. The graphics in the background, you know, the lightning or whatever effects. You know, that's pretty cool. I like how he's holding them in the palm of his hand. That's
Hold on. Now
yeah.
we get the whole color.
Yeah. So I think MKF30 will say 10. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to agree with MK. I love this cover. This is, you know, we talk about those fun and silly and just awesome comic book covers in the 1980s, and boom, here we have one. And it's hard to find a lot of classic X-Men that are different covers from the original. Yeah, I'm giving this a 10. Let's get to the chat, though.
The chat says, Little Rhaegar says, this is a 4.
Alrighty.
Followed by Glinzer saying, this is a 7. There's Kato coming in with a Meow Meow 8. And let's see here. Scroll down. Dark Admiral March Hare says it is an 8.
Alrighty.
One Slick Dude, what's up, buddy? It says it's a 7. And Maranya says, Mr. Breen,
Classic X-Men 18. In a world blooming Magneto in an odd style of art that works this time. Score a classic 10.
Ethereal Dragon coming in with a 9 after that. Desert Rose says 9. Andre Jermek says it's good. It's a 7. And Michael Taylor found the final score saying 9. Cool covers and colors.
Alrighty, and if
I swear he's got that like
he's got it pasted. Yeah. Do you really write that out each time, Mike?
I wonder because it says that all the time.
Yeah, it is. It's a cool cover and colors. It really is.
I know.
I agree with them.
I know.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I put the stop in. Remember, if you have a last minute vote, just put that down. We will count it. As it stands, we've got 1 4 taking out one of the 3 10s, 3 7s wiping out the other 2 10s, and 1 of the 5 9s, 2 8s versus 4 9s. And this is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
9.
Let me move that into place. 9. 9 9.
You forgot the
9
one.
9. That's actually something I've been watching.
Really?
I've been watching Brooklyn 99 because that's
at least you're watching Germans.
Oh, no. Brooklyn 99 is one of those put it in the background shows for me.
Andy Samberg, yeah.
All right.
I heard it's funny, though. That's one show I've not watched. Funny.
What's up?
It's one show I've not watched.
Which one?
The one you're talking about.
I would recommend it. It's really funny. Really funny. All right. Go for book 2. And this time it's Eric's turn to start us off. And he's starting us off with Captain America, issue number 367.
Wow.
This is a 10. It's always been a 10.
It was hard to choose between this one and 366, by the way.
MK.
All right. What about you, MK?
Hey, yeah. Yeah, awesome cover. Pretty awesome. Magneto looks really sinister in this picture. He's like, you know, like he's going to crush his head, you know. Yeah, I'll go 10 too. Yeah, it's just a badass looking cover. You know?
This did not make the cut on the Red Skulls, just on the Red Skull cover. So just give you that heads up. RDV, what do you think?
I hope it would make the cut on the Red Skull because this is basically a bad cover for Red Skull.
Yeah.
It almost makes me feel like that's not the Red Skull. That's a patsy. It's
a skull bot.
He could be someone with a mask on. Like, you know, who knows? This is great. Like I keep pointing out, the expression on Magneto kind of looks a bit obsidian when he smiles. It's a 10. I love it. This is gret.
All right.
I don't care about the limited background, the color. Who cares? You're focusing on what's in front of you. The Red Skull with Magneto down there because they're both badasses.
It's kind of strange to think, I guess, which ones really need that background and which ones don't, because ultimately all you need for this one is what would be in the forefront, which is Magneto with his boot on Red Skull's head, which of course is a great juxtaposition because of him being Jewish and Red Skull being a Nazi.
I need the variant where Red Skull's got his boot on Magneto's head.
Yeah, that they would get in trouble for. Well, not these days. For Nazi having his boot on the head of a.
What do you mean? He was a hero.
Uh-huh. All righty, so we're leaving unanimous in the panel. Let's go to the chat and see what they've got to say. Glinzer has a 9, Ethereal an 8, Dark Admiral a 10, and Desert Rose a 9. You want to take it from here?
Yeah, Gareth said it would be higher, but it needs a bit more detail, in my honest opinion. He's going with an 8. And Jeremek says it's very good. It's an 8. One slick dude agreeing, saying it's an 8. Rhaegar says this is a rather fitting cover given Magneto's updated origin story. You know, being a survivor of a certain time in history in the 1940s, it's a 10. Margarita, what's up, buddy? Saying it's a 10 as well. Let's see here, and waiting on the scores now. But Glinzer says it's a Captain America cover without Cap. Cap should at least be in the background with a holy beep expression. Ironically, Magneto was not much different than Red Skull in their previous iteration. Okay. Hey, what's up, Obama? He's saying, yo, it's a 9, bro. Michael Taylor coming with a 10. He'll cover Magneto's boot on the Skull's head. I guess they really want you to believe that Magneto is homo superior, is better than the Red Skull, who has always been kind of like a badass, I thought. I don't remember him being like a pushover.
Red Skull, versus Magneto.
But I know, but still, like intellect versus power. So, and MARANYA says,
Captain America 367. In a world where Magneto overpowering Red Skull. Wow. Simple design unified by the color red. The mystery of how this happened sells the book like a good cover should. Score a BAMF Magneto 10.
Seed farmers there. Oh, sorry.
All right.
And Michael says, "You read my reply." Yeah, we read that.
Very cool cover with Magneto's boot on the Skull's head. Bum, bum, bum. And if you have a last-minute vote, please put it on in there. We will use it. But for now, what we've got is 4 8s, taking out 4 of those 8 10s. And then we have 3 9s and 1.
To be fair, there's a lot of Captain America
10
covers
is
with yellow
left.
background. You remember that? The early ones, they always had like the bright yellow. Oh, no, higher rank. Okay. I read it, but not out loud. Okay. So the way he said, the way I rank it is basically if I really like a cover, I add detail as well. But normally it's just the cool cover and colors.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're just busting nuts. That's all. Alrighty. And let's go for book 3. Man, you look, if I've got to deal with the E thing for 5 freaking years and ZACK has to deal with his thing.
We were on a streak there, bro. Now it's been 0 days since he mentioned busting nuts on his channel.
Yeah. A long time ago. So I forget who it was. It wasn't me that time, but somebody said busting nuts and instead of busting balls, and it just became the thing. So there you go. All righty. We're going to go for book 3. It's MK's turn to lead us off here. MK, you get the first of the Silver Age books. And this is X-Men number 18.
Oh. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing to Iceman. Yeah, because Iceman.
Blasting.
Yeah. Like, I guess with what, though? Like a magnetic, like, I don't know, like shockwave.
If you'd like to know, go check it out at Geeky Puppet Show. We read this.
Yeah, this is old school one for sure. Yeah, I like Magneto's. His eyes are kind of crazy here. I like the effect and the floating heads. Is that considered floating heads or the other?
That's definitely floating heads.
Well, except for Angel, he's got wings.
Yeah. He's like just like taking a casual fly over the X-Men icon. Yeah, I like this one. It's cool. I think I guess I'll go 9 here. Yeah.
All righty. How about you, RDB?
Yeah, it is like a little confusing. So it's Iceman versus Magneto's power of his magnet. Like it's ice versus magnetism, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
So it is a little weird. It's still kind of cool cover though. You know, and you got the floating heads, you got the nice background, you know, the dynamic lines. I'd say it's a 10.
Alrighty. Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, Eric, what do you think?
I, Magneto, decree this a 10.
Hi, Magneto.
Oh, you're right. I'm more on MK's side on this one. It's not bad cover, and it does have floating heads, but it's incredibly simple as well. And I do have to ask, what the hell's going on? What is he blasting them with?
He always be a 10 to me.
I would assume an Iceman has like 0 metal in him, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a scientist. I'm gonna go. In on this one.
They really didn't bring the metal thing until the actual X-Men movie, where he broke out. He was getting the metal.
With the iron in the blood. Yeah.
But I don't think they ever did that in the comics.
Alrighty, so Glenzer says 8. Busted Nuts, isn't that Bernie Wrightson book? Yes, it is, by the way. Alrighty, and if you want to take it away from there.
Well, MARANYA says
X-Men 18. In a world with floating heads, Magneto affecting Iceman? How? Mystery sells the book. Score a snowball fight 10.
You know, she keeps saying the mystery's selling the book. You need to find who this mystery person is and get him on your auction.
I know, right? He's selling every freaking book. I got to get him on the auction.
Yeah. Then I can leave.
No,
then I don't have to hang around with Eric.
There you go.
Michael Terry saying 10. Very cool cover and colors, but there's no detail. I thought 10s were details. I don't know. Desert Rose says 9. Is it possible that Magneto is affecting the iron in Iceman's blood with his magnetism? Just saying. Andrew Jeremic says book 3. It's average. Cyclops visor looks bad. Iceman no lower body. It's a 6. Every part is bad at you, Andrew Jeremic. Dirk Kill come with a 7. And Dark Admiral Hitch here going on the 9. One slick dude with a 10. Like the line work and coloring from the blast around the Iceman. Obama says the Iceman cometh and so does Big Mike.
Ew. Oh, grossest comment of the night, and I don't care what's said after this. This still wins.
As everybody pointed out, whenever the list is on here, we go right into the gutter.
That is true. Yeah, there is
Sorry,
no
Desert Rose and MARANYA. Scientists declared that was Metal Man. It's still the kill. He is dropped kind of like an elemental of the Metal Man. So. No more scores so far. Feel the kill. Right. Feel free to score it. 10 being the best thing you ever seen, and one being the worst.
Yep. All righty. Let's get the stop. If there's a last minute bid or vote, we will include it. And as far as this one is concerned, we have one.
Oh, we got a 7 from Ed. And a 6 from Phil.
A 7 from Ed and a 6 from Phil. All right.
And an 8 from Rhaegar.
And an 8 from Rhaegar.
Anyone else? It's like as soon as you speak, they drop a score.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Now, the more the merrier, you know. Go for book. We're on 4 next, and it's my turn. All right, let me score this one. And once again, feel free to leave a bid or a vote, whatever.
It just reminds you of Austin Powers. Evacuation.
2 6s and 2 7s takes out 4 of the 5 10s. 3 8s takes out the last 10 and 2 of the 4 9s. This is a 9. All righty. It's a 9 or 10 fest. Ha, ha, ha. We've only had 3 books, but there you go. All righty. And it is my turn. to start us off. Let me put in the go for book 4, and we have X-Men number 63. Alrighty, and what do we got? We got apparently that would be Jean Grey. We've got Kazar on the cover, a blast of something or other coming out of whatever centrifugal machine that is, that's causing Cyclops to lose his eye beam
I don't know who that
to
is.
the top. Iceman has assumed the position, and Beast is looking like he's collapsing the floor. Overall, I dig this cover. It's nice. I like this one. I'm going to go 9 on it. What do you think, RDV?
Well, yeah, keeping Jean Grey on the top over there. I guess she's spitting it. That's what it looks like, or something. She can't use her powers. Cyclops is screaming out in agony. Kazar is just there for random reasons. We don't know why. Yeah. And honestly, if you were born in the 90s and haven't read X-Men before that, you would know that's Beast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, you could kind of tell by the feet and the hands, but it's like it's hard to tell. You'd be Toad, probably know. Yeah, I'm liking this a little bit less because Magneto looks a little like he skipped leg day a little bit. Could be, but
there's no reason for him to be jacked.
That is true.
I mean, he'd probably be an alcoholic. Yes, he would be jacked after what happened to his parents. But anyway, I'm gonna go 10 with this. Because I like to pretend that Cyclops is giving the thumbs up in the corner box.
Okay. And what do you say, Eric?
Manfredi finally found a way to make quiet, Gene. 10.
Manfredi.
Alrighty.
I
Yeah,
don't watch it too much.
It's no. How many new 3-syllable words begin with M are left that we haven't already used?
We'll find them.
He does have a point. Alrighty, how about you, MK? What do you say?
Interesting cover, some interesting positions of certain characters as mentioned. But yeah, I think I'll go. I'll say 8 on this one. Yeah.
Alrighty, we have an 8, and let's get to the chat and see what they have to say.
The Glinzer's coming with a 9.
Oh, go on ahead.
Glinzer's coming with a 9. If they are dragging with an 8, one sick dude says no, it's a 9. Henry Jermack says book 4. Nice Neil Adams cover. It's a 10. Then we have Dark Admiral March Harry saying no, it's an 8. And Dutch Rose says agree. It is an 8. Darth Kittle saying it is a 6. And then we have, let's see here, Phil the Kill coming with a 6 as well. Little Rhaegar saying it's a 7. Then Maranya says
X-Men 63 in a world where Magneto's showing his power versus the X-Men. Wonderful rendering. Design unified by the colors. Score a triumph 10.
And then Michael Taylor says 9. Very cool cover and colors. Big Mike says, oh, sorry. Obama says, I really like this. That's what happens, Iceman. Speaking from experience with the Big Mike.
Nah, Obama is Big Mike's wife. Alrighty, we got the
Obama with Jennifer Aniston is still the latest thing I've ever heard.
I know, right? Did not have that on my my bingo card.
If it was Michelle and Jennifer Aniston, I could see that.
Yeah, a little bit more. Alrighty, so we've got 2 6s taken out, 2 of the 5 10s. We've got 1 7, and now there is only 2 10s left. And we have 4 8s taking out those 2 10s and leaving 2 9s left. And this one is a 9. Alrighty. And so far, we've got 3 9s and 1 10 as we round the corner here to book number 5. All right. Let me get the go for, let me get the go for 5.
Did you forget? Oh,
Color usage is good at this point, says Phil. Go for book 5 in RDV. You are leading us off again on this one. And we're going to make it a little more modern. Still 30 years ago, but we have X-Men #2 by Jim Lee.
Can you enter the room? I noticed you took the other overlay off. I was
The
going to
what?
share out the auction. But you deleted it, the auction overlay. So, Magneto with his awesome hair. And they really de-aged him in this. I guess he turned them all to stone. It's kind of weird stuff. Yeah, but it's a Jim Lee cover. That's why it looks cool.
Yep. This is the second issue of the Jim Lee X-Men.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? Screw it. I'm going 10.
All right.
So it's one thing Jim Lee's good at is art. Anything else he sucks at.
Okay. I can buy into that. Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess I have to say 10 as well.
Okay. MK, what's going on in your head about this one?
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, he looks tore up a bit like this, there was a serious battle that just happened, and not sure what all the tentacle hentai thing is going on there with strangling Xavier, but that's pretty interesting. And everybody else looks like they're statues in the background, kind of frozen.
Well,
yeah,
they look
I'll
like
go
they've
10.
been turned to stone.
Yeah. Maybe Medusa or something. Yeah, I like the. I like it. It's got my number 30 on the bottom, so yeah, I'll give it a 10.
It's probably because someone was
Alrighty.
with them and they turned to stone.
Oh,
Holy
somebody's
crap!
joined us. Oh my gosh, Dominic! I was actually worried about you. How have you been, man?
I've been doing well. I've been busy lately, which is why I've been showing up in any of the shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 months. I saw you at Christmas.
Yeah, I know, right? Which, by the way, a lot of people are still waiting for the boxes.
Hey, I got mine. Thank you, Tom.
There you go. Yeah, you got yours. Eric's is on his way next. I'm doing as I can.
So, well, speaking of gifts, were you surprised by yours, VENKMAN?
Yeah, because I just bought it before I got it.
Oh my gosh! What did you get? What did you
It
get?
was the Wolverine 3-issue thing. I think is it Gambit Wolverine or is it just Wolverine Punisher? Maybe the Wolverine Punisher. I'm thinking.
Okay, that's
I put it
pretty
away a
cool.
while ago.
That is pretty cool.
But I mean, it's a thought that counts. And now I have reader copies, and I can just
Yeah, dude. If I were you, I would go on a comic book back issue buying freeze until I get all the books to you, so you know what you got. Yeah, but
All right.
glad to have you here, Dominic. Oh, by the way, one of the things that made me, I was talking with Gail. I said, you know what? I wonder what's happened to Dominic. I hope he's okay, because we were watching a show on Hulu about I guess there was some sort of family YouTuber who she went crazy and she hurt her kids or something like that, and it took place in Happy Valley. And I was like, oh, Dominic lives there. So
wow, just that's.
And then I found out it was no. Dominic said this a long time ago. I'm not doxing anybody, but then I found out it was Happy Valley, Utah. So.
Well, Utah makes sense.
I was like, wait a second. I wonder if Dom's good. Maybe that's why we haven't seen him. He's in this documentary.
I mean, Utah and Iowa, what is it to do?
Apparently hurt your children and do YouTube videos. All right, let's move forward. MK, have you graded this one?
Yes.
Yeah. I had just rated it before Dom came in.
Oh, that's right. You gave it a...
Yeah, give it 10.
All right,
Okay,
so Dom.
Dom.
Yeah.
Well, what can I say? So this one is a strong 10. It's dynamic, and it gets straight to the point of what this issue of X-Men is all about.
Alrighty. And by the way, I've always had trouble with this. Without the helmet, and I think even with the helmet, Xavier is more powerful than Magneto. Xavier is got the most powerful mutant mind and can change thoughts and everything.
So
The only people who should be able to beat Professor X are those sneaky enough to hide their thoughts and sneak up on him, or are fast enough to move faster than the speed of thought.
So here's what I think. What if this is all image that Xavier's putting in his mind?
It might be, since there's stone and collapsing X-Men.
Yeah.
That being said, this is a badass image. One of the things I always say, you look at art, and is it good art? Is it bad art? And there's another way of scoring things. Is it cool? This just so happens to be good art that looks fucking cool. So I am definitely giving this a 10. All right, let's go to the chat and see what they've got to say.
Wow, looks like we got nice. Okay, this is book 5, right? Okay,
Yep.
Make sure I didn't go too far back. Glinzer coming in with a 9. Dark Admiral Hare, Marsh Hare, sorry, coming in with a 10. Laragar say 10. Phil the Kill says 9. One Sick Dude says this is an 8. Awesome cover. It's a 10, says Dark Kato. Then we have Ethereal Dragon saying 9. Henry Jermac, this is a cool. It's a 10. Desiree Rose says 10. Dark Kato's art never fails to impress. Dude, he's one of the better artists towards the later 80s. Let's see here. We got it. Michael Taylor saying 8. Jim Lee do be making that art pop. 10, says Bama. Crystal G, what's up? Says 9. Glad he chose number 2 league instead of number 1. I guess that's what Glinzer.
So far.
MARANYA says
X-Men 2. In a world where this is a great concept with good at best rendering, in my opinion. Color focuses on Magneto as it should be. Score a triumphant 8.
Well, that's a surprise.
Wait, Jose says 10. And hi guys, I'm sorry I'm late. What if Dominic's secretly Jose this whole entire time? We didn't know.
Funny.
Jacques.
Xavier's head place. Go ahead. Rebuttal.
No, I was just gonna say, like, on the side note, like, so far I am happy that everyone's like Christmas gifts are coming in.
I'm getting them there. We hit a big old financial snag, but as I'm able to, I'm sending them along. Eric is going to be next, and then MARANYA.
All right.
Yeah, LK with his books and Zach with his. So
Phil's saying Xavier's head placement is the only way this passed the comics code. Yeah, in front of Psylocke.
there you go.
I don't know. Like, even during the 90s, this was when like the Comics Code Authority was being overturned.
Glinzer, I do not remember that Exiles issue. I'll look it up. It's an alternate Earth where Magneto was good and Xavier was evil.
And by the way, Jose, better late than never. We're glad you're here. Thank you very much. And anybody listening who isn't voting, feel free to. We are counting everybody's vote.
But Glinzer, you know what the modern version of that is? Krakoa.
Jeez. Too soon, man. But I do remember that first arc of Exile, starting with issue 1.
All right. Michael Terry says, change mine from an 8 to a 10. If you have done that,
I have done that.
Hey, Kojo. Okay. It's someone drinking coffee and they're looking at the subscribe button and speaking in a microphone.
Okay. Feel free to speak out your grade or your vote if you want to, and let's get this one graded.
Yeah, we're just ranking covers. 10 being the best cover you've ever seen, you really like it, and 1 just being like, you know what, this is worse, this is horrible. 5, meh.
Alrighty. Also, we do have the poll out and up already, so please vote on that if you haven't done it. We've got Starro, Amazo, Despero, and Eclipso. All Italian villains.
If you don't know what they are, ask us. We'll tell you who they are.
Yeah. Well, Amazo's the robot with the striped pants. Despero is the very first Justice League villain who started off really skinny, then became the Mohawk fin. Yeah. Eclipso was in he even had his own title, He was from this blackish purple diamond, and he's basically was able to take over people. Yep.
If you watch Stargirl, He's the main
I
villain.
know. Yeah, I know. In one of the seasons, we have 2 8s, 4 9s trying to take down 13 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our second 10 of the night. It will not be the last. I almost guarantee this. There's no way some of these covers get less than a 10. Yeah, one of them should be a 10 across the board.
Obama says that I had the whole run, Glenzer, and then I gave them away. The Exiles. Wow.
All righty. You want to give this one to wait, RDV, that was you. Let's go to Eric, because I think Eric would like to grade this one. It's an Eric style book. It is Avengers issue number 47.
I'm gonna say 7. It's
What?
good. It's good, but it's not great.
I thought this was an Eric book, and he's saying 7. Eric's a 10.
Scarlet Witch looks ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And that, yeah, I said when there's only 3 characters on the cover, if one of them looks really how'd she get to that position? As Magneto's floating her there, but it doesn't look right. And so, yeah, and there's, it's 7.
You don't like the giant foam hand he's got?
Yeah. His hand's bigger than twice the size of his head.
Oh, I got your I got the 6 for the last one, Jose. Alrighty. Or was it for this one? Anyway.
MK,
what do you say?
Yeah, this one I think I'll go 9 with this one. Yeah, it's an interesting background cover.
Dom?
Not a bad cover. Not much like was issue 2. 2, it helps establish what this issue of Avengers is all about. However, the perspective is off, which is why I'm giving it a 7.
Alrighty. And RDV.
I'm looking at this, and did he just spray water on the ground? That's why Quicksilver's falling. It looks like waterfalls on his hands. Yeah, the big hand, where this cape attached to him, like the collarbone thing. It looks like he's got like wooden rivets in there or something. It's like it's a weird symbol there. Yeah, I'm going 6, man. I mean, everything to the left of that giant rectangle looks great. The Avengers, the corner box, and the little side Avengers. But that looks ridiculous. Her spine is snapped, and he's just got like the Frankenstein pose going there as he's falling. Whoa! It's like,
okay, I'm gonna point out, and Eric, you're gonna get this reference. So will all the other, let's say,
60 plus
old people in the audience. You remember what were they called? Like chloroforms, where it was like you would be given a background and you could slap them on. They were like little plastic things that would stick, and you could put them everywhere, no matter whatever the background was. That's what this cover looks like. It looks like they gave you old cabin with stairs, and you had 3 things you could plaster onto them. And because Wanda looks like an afterthought, in all honesty. Yeah. This cover originally only had Magneto and Quicksilver, and they said, no, we want Wanda on there too. And they drew the most awkward looking, weird Wanda that they could.
It would be better if he's at the top of the
color forms. Thank you, Glenzer. Color forms, not chloroforms.
Color form.
Get rid of the magnetic stuff, on his hands. It's like, stop! I love you.
Yeah. But yeah, she really does look like she wasn't on the cover until somebody said, wait a second, I thought we were going to put Scarlet Witch on the cover.
Plus, if you get rid of the characters off the sidebar and actually enhance the whole scene to make it a full cover, then it would have scored higher.
Yeah, you could have also had even if you're gonna just slap her onto the cover, why in that position? It is so freaking awkward, this cover. There you go, though. What you gonna do?
You like this car? Slap it.
You know what?
A good car.
I think I talked myself into a song here because I'm looking, and nobody is giving the score that I'm gonna give. I'm giving it a 4.
All right, Glenzer coming in with a 7 at the chat. Jose says 6 again. Just okay. That's from the before. Floating bodies is as cool as floating heads. That's horrible. You want severed heads? G says the perception
is better than severed heads.
Only if they're on pikes. The perception is a little off. 7. Look at her waistline. Where are organs? 7 says Dark Admiral. Desiree says 6. One Sick Dude says 8. Tony says 6. Darth Kato says 5. Henry says this is a 5, man. But Maranya says
Avengers 47. In a world with a great concept and very good rendering, suffering from the unnecessary sidebar characters, score an Earthwalker 7.
Little Rager says this is a 6. Tony, the kids were mounting up. Dad had to put them in place at the top of the stairs. Yeah, tell me what saw. I hate how Eric hates the old school covers. I love. It tells me half the story on the cover, and I'm waiting for the ice scene before I read it. 8 says Phil.
Eric has never been accused of hating old school covers before.
This cover is coming from right after Jim Lee cover. Yeah, I agree. And then they're yelling at you, color forms! What we got here? Obama says, this book is great for the Black Knight appearance, but not for the cover. It's a 5. 7 from Ethereal Dragon for Daddy Magenta, punishing his children. You ever slipped on concrete steps? It's terrifying. It is. I have basement steps. They're indoors, but yeah. Get a little dust on it, you're going down. What do we got here? Michael Taylor says 8. Cool cover, colors, and detail. I also like the yellow border, and the characters look cool.
I remember Shrinky Dinks, too. I love those things.
All right. Jose says 4 from E. That was unexpected. He threw it in there on purpose. He wanted to throw you off. It's all mind games. It's a sign-up.
Right. No, when I was talking, I talked about, like, I was looking, I was going, no, this is at least an 8. And then I looked, and the Wanda of it all, as I was talking, it just kept going 7.
Dude,
6.
Concrete in winter. There's been times where I nearly died.
I made it to 5, and I thought 5 is, it doesn't, you don't feel anything with a 5. And I felt this cover was bad, so it had to be a 4. England sees a lot of shrinky dinks. No, sir. My people are professionals. They make sure there are no shrinky dinks.
They use that blue chew.
All righty. Let's get the stop here, which I did. The score, we've got 1-4 taking out the 1-9. There's no 10s on this one. 3 5s taking out the 3 8s. Then it's 4 6s versus 7 7s. And this book ends up being a 7. Still in
there are no steps in Joe Biden's retirement home. I'm pretty sure if there was, he'd probably miss all of them anyway.
All righty. Well, like I said, I did something a little bit different. I hope you guys don't mind if you like what I'm doing here with the ones that have a lot of rejects. I gathered about 150 Magneto covers, and I broke them down to first cut, second cut, and then final cut. This is second cut right here, guys. Enjoy some reject covers. All righty, so there you go, gang. Those were that was round 2 cuts. Some really good covers, though.
Oh yeah, Captain America versus Magneto.
Yeah.
And then the Magneto with that was a modern. Actually, that was like from a year ago, I think, with the Rogue on the cover.
A year ago, though. Oh, there are a couple of modern ones in there.
I was just saying they look new.
I do think it's fun. What was it I saw this time, Jose? This time I have to agree totally with the rejected covers. The Legion Quest one is cool, though. There were a lot of good ones, a lot of good painted covers as well.
X-Men 1 was a reject. Says
X-Men #1 was a reject. It was. Okay, I'll tell you why. X-Men won the
oh, it's classic X-Men, sorry.
Yeah, the Magneto one, and issue #1 of the X-Men has a lot of imitators. So I had to think what was the best of the imitators, and I kept that one, and all the other imitators didn't make it. Okay, so that being said, let's see. We just who was that? That was Eric, RDV, Eric. Now it's MK's turn. In MK, you have what do you have? Let's see, 10. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. Alrighty, you have
Monica Lewinsky. Is that
Kitty X-Men 33.
Oh, this is a funny story I was reading here. What the heck? Oh, that's kind of cool. What the heck is that? I guess it's like a plasma energy thing. That's kind of cool. I like the art is awesome. With
it's taking after, what is it? The God meets man or whatever it is. That picture.
Yes, God meets man, but this is taking it in a Art Nouveau direction instead of mid-Renaissance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, his cape is pretty epic too. He's got that spawn-like type of cape. It's like it's gigantic. Yeah, I love the details on Magneto especially, and also Rogue, and the background's pretty cool too. Yeah, I think I'll go 10 on this one. It's just really, it's kind of simple, but it's pretty cool. A lot of detail in it.
All righty. And what do you say, Dominic?
I do enjoy the mixture of high Renaissance and Art Nouveau for this cover of X-Men Legacy number 274. Or is very dynamic, and the colors are definitely on point. Yet at the same time, it doesn't clearly establish what's like the interior like of this issue. Like there's little to no tease of the story, which is why I'm actually giving this. I was gonna say an 8, but this one's a 7 instead of an 8 or a 10.
Okay. You guys know what I like to do in the middle of the in the middle of these shows is to put a cover up that is going to be controversial. Like it's like, okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. RDV, what do you think about this one?
Get Rogue away from him, that creepy old man.
Well, there is a creepy old man with Rogue in a bikini coming up. So
and why is Rogue got like a baby hand? It's like a scary movie. This is my little baby hand.
Oh, this is my baby hand. Yeah.
Chris Elliott every time I think.
Right.
It's okay. I'm not a fan of the computer, I guess, graphics they're using here. Coloring, yeah.
I disagree with you guys in the computer coloring. My daughter uses computers to color sometimes.
So you're biased. Yeah.
Well, no, I've seen it done very well, so I'm okay with it. What do you score this, RDV?
I give it a bad touch 7.
Okay. And Eric?
Actually, I think it's a very good cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 9. I would go 10, but it looks like Magneto and Rogue were cut and pasted onto this cover, because even though Rogue's looking up, she's not looking at him. I mean, her hand's close to his, but it's like she's not looking at him.
Okay.
Also, is it supposed to be Sunspot up there inside with that background?
No,
it looks like Japanese.
That's not the sun. The rising sun.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. I agree with Eric. I'm giving this a 9. Let's go to the chat and see what they've got to say about this.
that's a Wolverine cover, I think, says Jose.
It might be. X-Men Legacy, I think, is like a foreign book.
I guess. Okay, well, Henry's not scoring. He's just. We didn't see you put the score there. So, first score tonight is Glinzer with a 6. Jose coming in with a 6 as well. Henry's also saying 6. We got 3 6s in a row. Desert Rose says this one's cool. I'll give it a 10. On 6s, I says I'll go 8 on the Michelangelo cover.
See, if it was Raphael, it'd be cooler.
I'm shocked. I'm a little hurt because I thought Michelangelo would be a little more radical. The ET theatrical poster. MARANYA says
X-Men Legacy 274. In a world where this is a surprisingly good modern rendering style of a classic comic book style cover concept, circles work to put focus on Magneto first, Rogue second. Score a Legacy 10.
Ethereal Dragon coming in with a 7, along with Phil the Kill. This one has Magneto written all over it. Splooge all over it more. Crystal G says interesting 9. And Rose says 9 as well. Another awesome cover. It's a 10, says Kato. Rhaegar says it's an 8. Michael Taylor says it's 9 with a copy and paste comment. My Wolverine comment wasn't about this cover. Well, why do you put it in there after the go? She's got, let's see, whatever. Okay, Obama says, nice work, but it's just not my vibe. 8. Darth Gato coming in with Cowabunga! All right, and then we get the stop from Angleton.
All righty. And once again, if you have a late vote, just put it on in there and we will use it. But for now, the scoring. We have 3 6s, taking out 3 of those 4 10s. And then we've got 4 7s, taking out the last 10 and 3 of the 5 9s. So it is 2 9s, but 3 8s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. And if you want proper scoring, like how everything is added up, go on over to the video section of this channel, and we have actually put up the first 3 things we've ever done, and more will be coming soon. The first 3 are basically the videos. What you see is the reject covers, but with music and just the covers. But starting with the next one, I'm going to be narrating a little bit more, talking about what people said and what I remember people saying. Alrighty, so let's get this to where it needs to go. It is.
Now, this cover right here, I like this cover. It's a good cover. I'm just expecting you to do that with some weird narration over it.
That's all that I'm gonna say. This is a good cover. People say it's a good cover. That's why we got it as a good cover. So it's good. That's gonna be all the comments. Yeah, it's good. Yep. Alrighty, let's see. That was MK, right? So let's go for.
It might be the best part, just like watching the Dukes and Hazard. The best part is Jessica Simpson and the car chase.
And book 8 will go to Dom. Dom, you're going to lead us off, and we're going to go back to the 60s. And like I said, let the Tims begin. This is X-Men number 43.
No, just a double check. This is before the reprint era.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. I haven't read this issue in a long time. But other than that, then I ought to give this one a strong 10. Because even though like there's no background, like behind Magneto and the X-Men, like it actually helps. Well, the use of the positive and negative space helps really focus the characters as well as the action that is happening in the cover.
All righty. And let's see, RDV, what do you say?
Look at the poses of Iceman. And Jean Grey, she's like, crouches in my face. Get away. Where is Cyclops? Get a cable to swing. It's just like so absurd. We got Bison Needle up there. Angry. The ship. This is a 7.
It is a Tuesday to him. All right, we got a 7 from RDV. Eric, what do you say?
10.
I knew you'd say 10. Oh man.
I have to admit, I knew he was going to say a 10 on this one as well. Okay, MK.
Yeah, the look on Iceman's face is hilarious.
Oh, he's behind Magneto.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's
Hey.
yeah, it's a pretty cool cover. How did Magneto get so big though? Did he
I'm thinking this is just a cover and it's done for exaggeration.
He probably ate his
Okay.
vegetables.
Got it. Yeah, I'll go 10. It's just kind of funny but cool at the same time.
It's just
All
so
right.
absurd.
Okay, and let's see. That is, hey, look, I'm on the 10 train on this one. These are some badass covers. These 1960s one. Is this
All right.
Neil Adams? Are we getting to the Adams stuff?
All right, Glinzer. I don't know if this is Neil Adams. Normally
Well, I
it's
was
signed on the
asking
cover.
Eric, but Eric's watching sports
Well,
ball. I
no,
think, in
No, I was blowing my nose. This is John Buscema.
John Buscema. Okay, didn't we do this one? Yeah, we did this one before. All right, let's go to the chat.
Glinzer coming in with a 9. Jose also saying 9. I love it. Dark Admiral March Harris saying 10. Henry, it's a Big John. It's a 10. Title of the comic is obliterated by the title of the story. How many times has that happened? Yeah. Is this an X-Men book? No, it's a Magneto book. Rager says,
The
my
X-Men
God.
featuring.
Yeah. Rager, oh my God. It's a 4. Desert Rose says 8. Jean Grey looks like she's trying to imitate a swastika. What?
What?
You're just seeing things, man. Darth Kato says 5. Not a fan. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm making it into the end. Anyway, FYI, Uncanny X-Men 274 gets a 10+ for me.
All right.
Michael Taylor says 10+ fantastic colors, and my favorite cover so far. Because it's just he can't get over. He's so traumatized. It's bad. And MARANYA says
X-Men 42. In a world where giant Magneto facing smaller X-Men symbolizes his danger to the team. Great rendering. Color unifies the design. Background not needed but appreciated by ZACK. Score a power 10.
Uh-oh, Mystery didn't sell this book.
Mystery was on vacation.
Yeah, it must be. He's eating popcorn. All right, Ethereal Dragon says 6. Crystal G says, that is crazy. 9.
Hey, Leon.
One's like, dude, 6. This is colorful, but Leo doesn't work on this one. It's so goofing. He has Ant-Man powers. This Crystal. Pure awesomeness. His balls could crush Jean. She is right at this. This is a 9. Look out, Iceman. It's about to cometh. 10. It's about. Hey, what's up, Leon? And let's see here. Any other scores?
Nope. No, not yet. Leon hasn't scored this one.
Watch the Daredevil. You watched the first 2 episodes of Leon, or did you watch this the number 1?
Yeah, I thought that we did a little conversation about the Daredevil. I thought it was, as I said, you compare it to any other
Literally,
show and it's
right
good.
there.
You compare it to Netflix and it falls a little bit short. I'll tell you what, though, you compare it to anything else in the Marvel universe that starts after Endgame, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I still do like the Hawkeye series with Jeremy Renner. I thought that
Hawkeye was very good. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
was,
Okay, so what we got here? is 1 4 1 5 2 6s 1 7 2 8s and 4 9s taking on 9 10s, and the 9s win.
All right. I guess
All
Leon
right, so
Hanley,
let me get that in
Leon's
there.
going back and ranking the covers. He says the first
Yep.
one is an 8.
Oh, he's back ranking. Okay.
That's what it looks like it.
Oh, I counted that as an 8.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Well, explain yourself, Leon. Let us know.
First
Is it-
one, 8. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, let's
Oh, I
get
don't
going
know.
here.
Okay, this probably isn't it. He's probably talking about. I asked him which. Did he watch both or the first one? He said
The first one. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get the go for book. What are we on? We're on book number 9 now. I didn't write down the titles yet to these, so
Jose says I placed
Yeah.
X-Men 97 above it so far.
all right. Let us
Yeah.
get the go for book 9. And of whom was this? Dom, you led off the last one, so this one I guess is for me. Okay. Let's see. I get. Oh, somebody mentioned this was a 10 for them. It is Avengers number 110. Oh, and by the way, we don't do X-Men number 150 tonight because we did that already this season. Okay. Obviously, you guys know that 9, 10, 11, and 12 are my favorite covers. I usually do that where I'm like, this is going to be good, or this one is one I think should deserve 10s. I decided not to do that this time and put Avengers 110 in the 9 sec. I'm just kidding. This is absolutely a 10. Just ragdolling of Cyclops on this one, even though he's not actually holding him, he's just got his hand on his back. The Avengers are not crowded. This is one of those things where, yeah, it is a crowded cover, but it's not a busy cover. It's not a cluttered cover. Everybody is drawn well and with their own expressions. Everybody, it's awesome, and it's a cover that pops as well. I give it a 10 RDV. What do you say?
I don't think he defeated the Iceman. I think Iceman's just playing dead. He's look at his position. He's squatting and leaning over a little bit. Like he's assuming position. Magneto daddy. Yeah, honestly, X-Men's are kind of pushovers. I think Avengers will be more of a challenge, Magneto. But I love his over dramatic pose. He's like, I've done it. I did this. It's a 10.
All righty.
What says you, Mr. Breen?
This is an alarmingly good cover.
Ringing in the new year with it?
No, just setting off the Gil Kane alarm.
Oh.
Okay.
10.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. No shots. I know that.
And by the way, I already wrote down Eric's 10. Okay, so I'm just kidding. I didn't. That was Phil's. Just in case he didn't make it here. So anywho, let's go to MK. MK, what do you say?
Yeah, pretty cool cover. I'll go 10 too. Yeah, I like how.
Right. Dominant. Oh, go on ahead, please.
Oh no, I was just saying I like the action sequence and how Thor's about to give Magneto like a serious headache. That hammer.
They're tiny Avengers.
Yeah.
Yes. Dominic, you are the resident artist here. What do you see when you look at this cover?
Well, let's see. Similar to the previous 2 covers, there's like the action sequence is on point, and with the added background, it helps like enhance the sequence. Plus, the colors actually helps unify the characters together, from the primaries to even the secondary colors. This is a strong 10.
All righty. And there we go. We are unanimous on the 10s as we leave the chat. And let's go to, or as we leave the panel, let's go to the chat. And we've got Glenzer with a 10, Dark Admiral with a 10, Desert Rose with a 10, and Jose Every Party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Jose. As he gives it a 6. RDV, you want to take it away from here with that? Don't
I'm going to
skip.
take this cover away from Jose. He doesn't like it.
I know. Don't skip one slit.
I will not skip him. Desert Rose says 10. Michael Taylor says fantastic cover colors and nice detail. One Slick Dude says 10. Solid cover, good design with detailed background, nice inks. Thank you. I just got them done. What's up, Phil? I am often the minority here, but this is a 10. We don't assume which race or skin color or whatever you guys are here, so don't feel like you're a minority. Crystal G says 10. This is awesome. Or as the Miz says, awesome. All right. Cover the Night says Glenzer. Cool. Their Dragons really like. Yeah, he's not feeling it as much. He says an 8. Henry's in the same thing. He's saying it's drawn by Eli Katz, but it's an 8. Iceman is spent. I feel you, bro. 10 says Bob. Leon says 9, only because the Vision is a robot and is not destroyed.
He's a what?
Okay. He's not destroyed. Well, he defeated the X-Men, not the Avengers. Avengers are next.
You mispronounced robot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anglotyne.
I'm an American. It's Anglantine.
Is that it's like the Aqua Teens, right? Anglantine.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. Darth Kato says it would be a 10, but Magneto's proportions look a bit off. His legs a little slack on the left there. But Maranya says.
First, I want to say this is where I again point out that some artists have Captain America wear his shield under his suit jacket.
Yep.
He could fit a Buick behind that one.
Yeah.
Avengers 110. In a world where front and center Magneto knocking out Cyclops and about to knock out the arriving Avengers. Excellent rendering overall. How? Mystery, back from vacation, sells the book. Score a mighty 10.
You know, I think Magneto probably took out the X-Men because they're mocking him for his short cape. Rhaegar says it's a 10. Bill says, I like how they left a good portion of the sky white. So does Zach. Busy doesn't mean better. Master Bader, thank you for that name, says scale 1 to 10. I say 9.
All right, we got the stop. And remember, if you haven't voted, you want to vote, just put it on in there. We will count it. But as it stands, we got 1 6, 2 8s, and 3 9s going after 16 10s. This, ladies and gentlemen, earned itself a 10.
Ironically, this is the first cover where Gene's quiet.
Oh, okay. All righty. And let's see. That was mine. And now it's going back to RDV as we go for book. What are we on? Number 10? All righty. This is what's going on.
I was going to say this cover, every time I see it, it looks like he's regretting defeating the X-Men. Why do you make me do this to you?
Why did I? Yeah. This next one, on the other hand, I believe is what made Rogue famous. X-Men number 274.
You targeted me, bro. I feel harassed.
Well,
Magneto looks. I mean, it's good art. Just as a Gambit fan, I just want to. Oh, my eyes! I can't look at this.
Okay, just remember, Gambit had existed for a grand total of 6 or 7 issues at the time.
I know, but still, I don't like. What Rogue's supposed to be like? What, early 20s, and he's supposed to be like 70s.
Well, sliding age scale at Marvel.
Yeah, you know. I like the Nick Fury, even though he kind of looks like Bill Paxton a little bit. I love the futuristic costume he's got, the exoskeleton and everything. He's got extra cigars on his arm there in the patch. It's a 10 cover, man, but I wish we could get past this cover. Carrie Andrews, we don't need to go back to this crap.
You birthday party clown.
You know what?
Yeah.
I am a birthday party clown. I embrace it.
Do you do adult parties?
I don't do the honking.
Just what do you score this?
No, but I will take my.
You said 10.
I'll take I'll do my
Okay,
side.
so what do you say, Eric?
I said now he's attacking people that say they like the Daredevil show.
You know what? I
coding.
gotta do it. Yeah. Okay.
Anywho, this is a 10.
Alrighty. And MK.
I'll go 10. You know, Magneto looks really awesome. Love the way he's drawn. Looks very intimidating, and I see cheeks. So yeah, I'll say 10.
Yeah, that Kazar's loincloth. Kazar's
Huh?
loincloth has side ass. So yeah, you do.
Well, here's the other thing. Magneto's got adult diapers on.
There you go. Yeah, Dominic, what do you think about this cover?
Well, in spite of how questionable it looks, this is its 33rd year anniversary. I give this one a 10. And in spite of oh, sorry, I was gonna tongue tie, but in spite of like the inkings in several areas, it helps like sell the cover and the story inside it.
Okay. 90s, by the way, just seemed like it was over inked. By the way, like a lot of the big artists really loved their cross hatching, and
but there's such a thing as over inking, and as well as over rendering.
Alrighty, I'm not jumping off this 10 train, so we're unanimous coming out of the panel.
Honestly, I'll just read off the 10s until we get to the MARANYA.
Okay, so yeah, let's see. Going ahead.
We got a 10 from Rhaegar, 10 from Glinzer, 10 from Ethereal, 10 from Darth Cato, 10 from...
You got to read off his...
okay.
They write a statement, we read it.
All right. This is their statement. You guys are swearing to it. Magneto looking like a badass and a sexy bikini wearing rogue, 10. Leon says 10. Crystal G says, I had this comic. Wait, you got rid of it? Dark Admiral March Harris says, 10. I'm with you on this one, RDV. Thanks, brother. Crystal G says, this is a 10. Desert Rose, 10. MARANYA says,
X-Men 274. In a world where the concept is questionable, the art is good, not great. That's not this world. Great inking in some parts, others too much unnecessary lines. Fury Smoking pushes this up to an 8.
all righty. And with that, we start the 8 Fest. Phil says, if you like the gun link, you should come to my room later tonight. The look at guns? 8. I haven't seen the Daredevil Plus. Is it any good? It's not as good as the Netflix series, but Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox, they deliver their lines perfectly.
The short answer is yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's not the greatest, but it's good. Let's see. Michael Terra says 8. Here's something you don't see every day. Gary likes it, Daredevil, but Comics Division dislikes it. Now, Henry says, I'm not a fan of poser covers, but it's very cool. It's a 9. One Slick Dude says, 8. Chubby face Nick Fury looks like Orson Welles. I have the new cover with her in that bikini hanging on my wall. So good, said Thread Cato. Would you say it's perfect for you? All right. Tony Hayes says 10. Oh, majority of my comics were lost when I moved states. Always pack your own stuff. Put in your car. Do not trust anybody else to put your boxes in there, because he will tell you from experience moving from Texas.
Yeah, don't trust anybody to say we'll go back for the shit we left in storage either. All righty, let's get the stop. And righty.
Also, don't let your parents sell your really expensive Disney posters.
You know what? That still hurts. All right, you don't need to bring that up all the time.
And mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Don't let them drive pickups and. Yeah. Okay. Don't let them pick guitars and drive pickup trucks. Thank you. I remember that. Let them be doctors and lawyers and stuff. Okay. We got 4 8s, 1 9 versus 14 10s. Guess what, kids? We got another 10. Alrighty.
Expertly drawn, but I hate the context.
There we go. And I guess it's Eric's turn again to start us off. So let me get the go for book 11. Go for book 11. Yeah. I'm going to give the last one to Dom since he came in late, if you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. But this one, I guess this is Eric's. Yeah, let's go with Eric. Okay. Let's get the book, and it is X-Men number 104. Okay, yeah, go on ahead. I'll show the last cut before we do book 12.
I will give this a 10.
Alrighty.
Always like
and as I said, there were a couple of imitators of X-Men number 1, which we've already graded, so I had to pick what I thought was the best. This is it. I absolutely give this a 10 as well. I think this is a great version. You even have Cyclops in exactly the same position he was in on X-Men number 1. This is an incredible book. MK, what do you think?
Yeah. I like this another cover. It kind of reminds me of, like, if you would see, like, remember the side panel of the X-Men, the arcade game, like some of the art.
Yep.
Yeah. Very similar. Yeah, I'll go 10 through. It's pretty cool. Wolverine's claws, front and center there, and Magneto, shielding himself from everybody pretty much. Yeah, pretty cool cover. Yeah.
All righty, Dominic.
I'll be backing this cover up with the 10 as well.
Alrighty. And let's go to RDV.
I'm a little concerned about Nightcrawler, what he thinks he's going to do if Cyclops' Optic Blast and Wolverine's Adamantium Claws can't hurt him. He's going to sit there and try and swing and kick him. And then Colossus is just dancing.
Well, of them all, Nightcrawler can actually bamf on the other side of them and do some damage. I already see the comment by Darth Cato about how Wolverine looks worried. If there's an X-Men that needs to look worried fighting X-Men or Magneto, it's Wolverine.
Well, here's the thing: the Magneto's force field goes all around his whole entire body, not just on one side.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah. They're just drawing it. It's that's the side that's being hit, so it's causing a ripple.
All right. So what do you score this?
10 though, because like I said, this is an action pose. We got the floating heads in the quarter box. I don't care what he says; they're floating heads.
All righty. So we are unanimous 10s, and the panel once again. Let's go to the chat where Glitzer and Dark Admiral start us off with 2 10s. Go on ahead, RDV.
And you talked about Cato saying everyone looks a little bit worried, and he's saying it's an 8. Even though I hate that they colored Wolverine's arms wrong. Yeah, they're supposed to be skin, right? Instead of being, he says it's still 10. Man, that's why he's worried. He saw his arm, was like, what the fuck? One Slick Dude says 10. This is a homage of number 1 that I like better than the original cover. Michael says 10. Fantastic cover and colors. Ethereal and Desert Rose both say 9. But what does the MARANYA say?
X-Men 104. In a world with an homage to X-Men 1 done well with the current team. Wonderful rendering. And colors unify the design. Score in X-Men vs. Magneto. Take the 10.
Alrighty then. I can't. Hello. Is that him radiating his powers, or is that a wig? 7, says Leon. Crystal G says 10. Phil Hill says that terrible force field wave makes me 8 it. So I'm guessing it's an 8. Can Needle crush Colossus like a beer can if he wanted to? Most likely, if his body's made out of metal. Yeah.
What does IKR stand for? Darth Kato says IKR.
I know, right?
Is it I care?
I know,
don't
right?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't get that one. But
No,
okay.
but what does it mean?
I know, right?
Oh, I know, right? Okay, I am. I wear my 50 years on my sleeve and do not know modern Twitter slang and all that kind of stuff.
Slow down.
All right, Rhaegar says 7.
All righty, and I think that's all the scores. X-Men 150 is the top 2 cover. Says Glenzer. That was done in the second episode of this season. We've already graded that one. So I wanted to show off some other ones, but X-Men 150 is an incredible cover. I do agree with you. It's one of my favorite and one of my favorite X-Men books of all time. That being said, we got the stop. And we have 2 6s or 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s trying to take down 12 10s. And it is a 10. All right.
Hey, what does Henry say?
Cool.
You understand what he just typed in?
What do you mean? Oh, I see. Is it a medical thing? Like operating room intensive care? Operation intensive care.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I've heard that. I was in the hospital for a heart attack scare, and they mentioned the IC quite a bit. Yeah. Leon, yes, I know. I was playing along with it, by the way. Okay, so let's go. I'm not that stupid. Ask Gail, and she'll tell you I am.
I just played that on TV.
Yeah, I just play that on YouTube. Yeah, there you go.
I'm way stupider in real life.
Yeah. Okay. This is how much of a genius I am. Once in the 90s when we first got married, I did laundry wrong. Never had to do it again. All righty. So let's go to Dominic because he hasn't had too many times starting with us here. Dom, you ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
Now I've said a couple of them are 10 fests. A couple of these are obvious 10s, but in my opinion, X-Men number 112 absolutely is. But there you go. What do you say?
What do I say?
Yeah.
This is a classic cover attached to a classic issue. A very strong 10.
All righty. And RDV.
How many different issue covers are they going to say Magneto's triumphant?
All of them.
It's just you keep recycling it. The triumph of Magneto.
Everyone. Yes.
But you gotta admit, come on, the cover is very engaging, and you see the X-Men line struggling in their fight against Magneto.
I just love every time I see a homicidal maniacal laugh or maniacal laugh from a villain. This is what we want. We want villains being villains. And I love it because of the fact that, holy shit, Wolverine's, is he gonna get stabbed in the face by his own claws because of this? Like, that's so cool. Like, I mean, that's one of the highlights in the actual X-Men movie is Wolverine being controlled by Magneto. Yeah. Colossus, so much for you. Boof.
Yeah, Tony Hayes was talking about can Colossus just be crushed like a tin can? In the past, I think it was, but I think some writer went, no, it's organic metal, so no, he can't.
Is it just his skin, or is his whole entire body turned to steel? Because if that's the case, you could just shake him and just a soda can.
It should be the entire body, but I've also seen dumbasses put gun up against his eye. Is your eyeball invulnerable? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Anyway,
his entire body is converted to organic steel.
To make a long ranking short. The 10.
Okay. Eric, what do you think?
Is this the last cover?
This is the last cover, yeah.
Okay. I just want to point out that less than 5 minutes after you commenting on you were showing every bit of your 54 years, let's go back 5 minutes. Oh, I forgot to show the other. I'll just do it before the last cover.
There you go. I will do that after the last cover. We'll watch the final cut. Okay, sorry.
Well, that's it. But you won't remember this. It'll be new and fresh. This is a 10.
What's new and fresh?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Okay, anyway, it's a 10. All right, cool.
What's a 10?
MK says in the chat, "Hey guys, laptop was doing an update while I'm here on the phone here." Well, MK, if you're not hearing microphone, put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, no. I'm here. I'm on my phone. I mean, with you guys.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I was just like, because I usually say hello to everybody. That's why,
And what did you score it?
Yeah, for this, I would definitely say, I gotta go 10. The look on Wolverine's face is hilarious, but understandable,
All righty. Let's go to the chat.
All right, you ready for this?
Read them off.
Windsor, 10. Leon, 10. One Slick Dude, 10. Dark Admiral March Hare, 10. Tony Hayes, 10. Darth Cato, and that's why Wolverine was worried. It's a 10. Deather Rose, 10. Henry, book 12. Perez inked by Leighton, but it's okay. It's an 8. Jose says, you know what? I can't go 8. I'll say it's a 9 at least, Then we go into Michael Taylor saying it's a 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and nice detail. Ethereal Dragon pulling out the 10. Crystal G, 10. Fantastic balance. It's New Balance. What we got here? Phil the Kill says 9. Maranya says.
Before we get to that, just think about how successful this title was for how many years.
Mm-hmm.
And it took 18 issues in a giant size before it went monthly.
Yeah.
Wow.
X-Men 112. In a world where this is a great cover concept and spectacular rendering, Wolverine sells the book. Suck it, mystery. Being up front, but Magneto is still kicking X-Men butt. This is a triumphant Banff Magneto 10.
All righty.
All right.
And if you do have a last minute vote, just put. Well, go ahead.
Does Banff mean big ass mother Medino?
It is big ass Marvel fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have a good night there, One Slick. And Rhaegar gives it an 8.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. We
Well,
have
I thought they were playing the abbreviation game. That's why I want to make sure.
Right. We have 2 8s, 2 9s, and 16 10s, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final 10 of the night.
Okay.
I knew it was going to be a bit of a 10 fest tonight.
She says badass MF. Yes, that's what it is.
Right. Badass. Okay, badass.
It was right.
There we go. All righty, and let me bring this cover down. And just for fun, ladies and gentlemen, here is the final cut, the final rejects. This was like, okay, I need to break it down to 12. This was it. Here you go. So these were the ones that almost made it.
I know you're gonna dig this. Dig this. Dig this. Dig this.
All right, there we go.
Secret Wars. And what else do you have up there? Oh my gosh.
I know Secret Wars #2 was a tough one. That clung.
And that last one.
We did Secret Wars covers
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we did that as a whole show. Yeah.
But before we get to the ranking,
You brought it in. There you go.
guys, 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night, starting as low as $1, and you get to see E.
Yes,
I mean,
of course.
yeah.
'Cause
The whole entire time, no books.
that's it. Yeah, we're trying something new, and we're not having any books this time.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah, excited. Check that out every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern.
and thank you very much for making that and using the funniest and most humiliating of.
I was trying to find the one from when you did the travel vlog. We were going to Indiana. I was like, where is that one?
I sometimes, I sometimes do things to make fun of the way people do things, and that open mouth, like that, is me making fun of all of the open mouth guys. But
it works so well with that, though.
But without the context that I am actually trying to make fun of it, it actually is just me doing it. So there you go. This is the actual thumbnail, by the way. With 3 of the books that are going to be in the auction, and the fact that every $10 gets you a chance to win a trade paperback. So yeah, there you go.
It works, man. And I gave you the little Twiddles shirt.
I know, I dug that. Now I want to make Twiddles shirts. I think that's actually pretty cool.
The hardest part was getting the big glare up your glasses. I was like, just leave it.
Yeah. Oh, I got rid of it because it's got that green glare on the glasses.
Yeah. So
yeah. I figured I need to do another set without.
But I mean, it's, like I said, feel free to use the other one as a placeholder until you get the thumbnail up for whatever that option's going to be.
Yeah, I dig that.
Always advertise it.
We have an obvious number 12. We have an obvious number 11, but we have to do the 9s and the 10s. So let's get to that. Here you go. How many 9s do we have? 9s. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have the 10s, and the 10s have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All righty, let me get the go for the 9s, and there we go. And we will start with RDV, but not yet, not yet. What we need your favorite. Oh, I was about to put RDV in there. Okay, we need your favorite and your least favorite. Go for 9s. All righty, RDV, favorite and least favorite.
Favorite and least favorite. Oh man.
By the way, we started that for the Lester sisters because they have a hard time saying this one's bad. So yeah, it became favorite and least favorite.
This is kind of tough though, because
they're all good.
Least favorite is the last one, number 4. Favorite, I'm going with number 2 with Iceman.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Context, it's not a bad.
So, best one is the 4th. So that's Magneto versus Nice Man's. Least favorite is the first one.
All righty. MK, favorite and least favorite.
My favorite is actually the first one, and my least favorite is the Iceman one.
All righty. Dominic, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
Cover number 4, and the least favorite is cover number 2.
Alrighty. And cover number 4 is the best. And of the least of them, yeah, I got to go with 2 as well. Alrighty, let's check out Jose saying the same thing. Cover 4 and cover 2. Next up, Dark Admiral's agreeing with 4, but saying no, 3 is the worst of them. Let's see. Favorite is the 4th for Glenzer, and the least favorite is the 1st. Okay. Then we go down to Crystal to find out the favorite is the 4th, but this number 2 is the worst of them. All righty. And then we have Darth Kato. 1st is the best. 4th is the worst. All righty. Next up, Henry, the 9s. 3 is the best. 2 is the worst. All righty. And then we have Michael Taylor, tough one. 4 is best. Worst is 1. Okay, dokes, artichokes, maranya. She is saying that the 9s is the best is the 4 and the worst is the 1. All righty. There we go. Zoinks. And 1 is worst for best and 4 is worst for Ethereal Dragon. Rhaegar is saying 2 is best. 4 is horrid. Alrighty, so there we go, gang. I have people that are similar in my family. They are like super duper religious, and I don't know if that is actual reason they use euphemisms, but I find it funny. Says Rhaegar. Wait, what were we talking about? Where religion came up?
I don't know. This is YouTube. We don't talk about religion and politics.
Sometimes. Yeah, no politics whatsoever. All righty, let's see where we're going from here. We have 2 positives and 6 negatives for one of these.
I mean, that is one of the rules. If you read comments, you don't do politics or religion. Otherwise, it just becomes drama.
And then we've got one with 3 positives and 5 negatives. Next up, we have one that evens itself out and another with 9 positives and 4 negatives. And we have to switch these 2 right here. All right, so we got 12, 11, number 10 with the Iceman, number 9 with the whole world in his hands. I believe this was what, 64? X-Men. And then we have Giant Magneto, issue number 43. That is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. Let's go 6 through 1 and find out what is going to the bracket fights. Let me put in the go for 10. All righty. E, did you happen? Yes. Yes, Tony Hayes, I did. Go for 10s. Also for Darkness Comes, if you're listening in. Tony, I did. I did have them boxed up, and the last lot is still here. I'm going to throw them in with the next one, no matter what, even if it upgrades it. So there you go. All righty. Let's see. We go into the 10s and RDV.
Oh, man.
Favorite and least favorite.
I got about 3 favorites in here. The Magneto Rogue, I love that. There's a Magneto on the Jim Lee cover over there on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heck, 4 if you count the first one and the last one. It's okay. Probably the least favorite would probably be number 3.
Alrighty.
Just don't like the costume. Favorite. I'm gonna avoid the cheesecake. I'm going for the last one. Number 6.
Number 6 is the fave. Alrighty, Eric.
My favorite is the last one.
All right.
And my least favorite.
I know, right?
That's the problem I was having.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the first one because that's.
Well, he's got industrial diapers on that one.
Alrighty. And MK, best in world. Well, least favorite and favorite. Favorite and least favorite.
Yeah, so my favorite is 2. I like that one the most. My least favorite's 3.
Okay. Dominic.
All right, partners.
Hard choice.
Cover number 6 is definitely the best. That's the least favorite. Ooh, I gotta go with cover number 1.
Alrighty, and that is exactly how I'm going as well. 6 and 1. All right, going to the chat, and we're gonna get married. 3 minutes ago, the sentence about favorite and least favorite. Okay. My guess is Cheesecake will beat out the better covers. Not so far, not. Although Jose says 274 is the best and the Avengers is the worst, so he's going for the Cheesecake. But it is a good cover. You can't just. I don't think you can actually just melt that down to Cheesecake. It's got Beefcake as well. So it's a cheesesteak cover. You know what? That was clever shit. Thank you for not laughing. All right. Now, anyway, so the Avengers is the worst. That's number 3. All righty. Let's see. Darth Kato. This is gonna be tough. Crystal says 4 and 1. All righty. And then we have Glinzer saying best Avengers 110, least is Captain America. So we have a vote for the best for number 3. All righty. And then we've got 4 and 3 for Ethereal Dragon. All righty. 4 and 3. And best of the 10, 6, and the least is 1. Okie dokes. Then Dark Admiral says 6 and 2. Next up, Michael Taylor saying 3 and 4. All righty. And then we have Rhaegar, not talking about religion and politics is illogical and antithetical to human nature, to say nothing of being mutually exclusive with the goals of the two. Okay. 5 is the best. 1 is the worst, says Henry. All righty. We finally got 5 on the board, one way or the other. And then let's see, where did we leave off? That was Henry. Where's Henry? Here, there's Henry. No. Who did I just read off? It was Henry. Okay. Darth Kato, 4th is best, 1st is worst. All righty. 4th and 1st. And then we have agree. 6 and 1 says Phil the Kill. All righty. And then we have Jim Lee, of course, 2 is best, 3 is worst. All righty. Next up, having a good memory is much a gift as a curse, says Rhaegar. I hate the fact that I'm losing. I can feel myself losing my memory. Yeah. I was having a time choosing between 2 and 4, says Darth Kato. All righty. Cheesecake 1 says Darth Kato. Let's see. Henry covers 6. X-Men Stormclaw drawn like crap. Still an 8 though. I have a suggestion for ranking video, the Justice League America issues from 1989. Actually, Tony, I thought about making a Justice League month or season where we do the original Justice League, then the Detroit Justice League International, Justice League Europe, the Grant Morrison Justice League, the
Justice League Unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah, and just filling up
Justice
an
League
entire.
International. It's like a million Justice League book, you know?
Well, let's not forget Extreme Justice.
Yeah, just filling up an entire season of Justice League. I think actually Henry is.
Do you
picked
think
a whole
the new
bunch.
title is going to be called Absolute Justice now for the new Absolute Universe?
Maybe. You know what? If they don't, I actually feel like they missed something. But yeah, I would love to do a Justice League month or season. Comics is playing Failguard. See you later. Have a good one, Rhaegar. Henry, I agree. It's overrated. See at JLA 33 for December 1989, for example. JLR Antarctica would have to, right? Still very good, though. Okay, so we've got all the... Let's ratio this stuff. Now, we have an obvious loser with no positives and all negative. It is, as a matter of fact, it's 9 negatives, and that is Captain America. It goes right here. And then we have next up would be 2 positives, 5 negatives, and that's the Avengers 110. And then let's see, what do we have? 2 and 1. Would that be the next one? Yep. And that would be X-Men number 2. And then let's see which one. We've got some positives with, let's see, 2 and 1. And then the next one would be a 1 and 0. And that would have been book 5. And then we have a 4 and 1 and a 7 and 0, putting Rogue right here. And issue number, what was that? 114, right? 112 as the first. So there you go, gang. Number 12, we've got the Avengers color form. At number 11, we've got Man and God, Rogue and Magneto. Number 10 is Magneto Blast Iceman. Number 9 is Magneto holding the X-Men in his hands. Number 8 is the Jean Grey centrifuge. Number 7 is the giant Magneto. Number 6 is the Magneto versus Red Skull. Number 5, Avengers 110. Number 4, X-Men number 2. Number 3, X-Men 104. Number 2, X-Men 274. And number 1, X-Men number 112. These covers did just a little bit better, I would have to say, than the Juggernauts. Generally, what'd you think? What'd you think there, Eric? He asked for commentary from the guy with his mic off.
Oh, what was the question?
I said, did you appreciate those that have been chosen this time?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That being said, here is the final. Oh, wait, no, I showed it already, didn't I? Did I? The ones that almost made it? Yeah.
Yeah, your little reel thing.
Yeah, I did it. Okay. I thought I had to. Okay, what do I have to do? All right, we need to go to the poll. That's what I'm forgetting. All right.
Yeah. Wow, it's a close poll.
No spoilers because I haven't seen it yet.
No problem.
I always like to wait and see, when we're looking at it here. So let me. All right, we had 28 votes, and thank you to everybody who participated. Despero, I am truly trying to get Despero on the board, but he does not get. Has 7%. Starro with only 28. Oh my gosh, I really thought Starro was going to be the choice. Eclipso has 32 and Amazo has 32. We have a tie. And you know what we do in ties? I put them both in. That's just the way it is. All right. So we're going to have both Amazo and Starro. Yes. What did you vote for there, RDV?
Amazo.
Yeah. How about you, Dom?
I go with Amazo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I want to keep. Pretty much, I want to keep all suspense.
I also voted for Amazo.
Eric, how about you?
Calypso.
Calypso. I voted for Starro. So there you go.
I mean, an O was gonna win.
Wow, poor Despero. He's desperate.
But yeah, I guess we're going to have Eclipso and Amazo.
I would have laughed if if it was tied and then like Dominic says, "Oh, I didn't vote."
I know, right? Okay, so we got one for Eclipso and one for Amazo.
That's crazy how the other night you had like 41 votes or something, and one of your polls the other day. That's a lot of people. But,
yeah, I know, right? That was really good. I appreciated 41 votes.
A lot of people watching that night.
Yeah, Henry, actually it is. Actually, what I was going to take some of your suggestions and put them in the season exactly right after, and they'll probably bleed over into the next one as well. So yeah, you're going to be in the next 2 seasons.
Maranya, she had a couple of nights where characters whose names end with the letter O.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You got to do a poll. There's quite a few. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what do you do? Poll with the turtles, see who wins. Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael.
Yeah, they're all on the same covers though.
Well,
but it would be kind of cool to do like an independent, like do you want to see like Space Ghost, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Green Hornet, that kind of stuff. Invincible, yeah. Let's see. You should have Have a good night, Dark Admiral. Take care. Be safe. Metallo would have been good too. There's some good stuff. This is who we have for DC so far. We've got hold on, let me click that so it's in alphabetical order. Amazo, Black Adam, Brainiac, Clayface, Darkseid, Eclipso, Joker, lame Batman villains, Lex Luthor, Mr. Mxyzptlk, and Secret Society of Supervillains, and Solomon Grundy. The lame Batman villains is going to be interesting because I'm literally going through and trying to find Batman. I'm looking through Batman and Detective Comics mostly in the Silver Age to find either the one-offs or stuff like Crazy Quilt, the Cavalier before Legends of the Dark Knight, you know, where he was dressed like a pirate. Yeah.
Pistachio, villain who packs the comics of Action Winners.
Henry, that would be the season right after the villains. That season 12, which as it stands has I haven't put yours in yet, but right now has 1938 Teen Titans 13 through 26, Cockrum X-Men, Comics Cavalcade 15 through 29, Alex Ross miniseries, Adventure Comics, and video game covers. So that one is season 12. So yeah, I've got them all lined up.
Ooh,
And then I'm going to add yours. Yeah. So there you go. I was thinking of the Emma Frost miniseries. If y'all noticed, none of those actually. Oh, wait. No, that's later.
There's still one more villain we haven't done.
Which
Jello.
one? Jello? Bill Cosby?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but I'm headed out. I'm fading.
All righty. You have a good night, man.
See you guys
He's
tomorrow.
heading
Take care.
out. See you later.
later.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Lobo
Oh.
Paramilitary Christmas issue is a good Easter Bunny high. I really dig that one as well. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think we did Lobo cover rankings. Or it didn't. Or it was in one of polls. It just didn't win.
Yeah, we put him in the poll. He hasn't won. So yeah, video game covers. I'm gonna try to keep away from things like Tomb Raider. I want to see if I can actually fill with like novelty video game covers rather than like the ones that got
Like Blood Rain.
like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter have their own series.
Moral. Kombat.
Yeah, I would like to. I want to see. First, I'm going to try to get more novelty comic book covers, and if I can't do that, then I'm going to move on to the ones that had long series and such. Yeah,
Yeah, they have a lot of comics between them, both of those two.
I know. Yeah, Tomb Raider's its own thing. Right now I brought it up because right now I'm pulling Emma Frost covers, and that means I've got a choice to make. She has a 15-issue miniseries, so I could straight up do that, or do I pick all the regular comics covers? And I was thinking just pick the regular comic covers because at some point we can do an Emma Frost miniseries.
I thought we did Emma Frost covers.
No.
I distinctly remember doing Emma Frost because it was good. Those were cheesecake ones. You're doing.
I think she was added to something, but like a cheesecake cover. But yeah,
Maybe
Emma Frost. Emma Frost is. Let me see. It's like in 2 or 3 shows from now. As a matter of
Cuckoo
fact.
Sisters. Was that?
We've got right now. We've got next is Red Skull, then Emma Frost, then Stiltman, Crimson Dynamo, and Fin Fang Foom. Those are going to close out the Marvels, and then we're hitting the DCs.
We did something because we did some cheesecake covers, and I remember there was another one of the girl who was like Xenoscope. That's what it was. Yeah, ended up winning. So,
Xenoscope. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, did you monetize this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I'm doing them in advance, I actually have. Oh wait, no, I got to monetize that because I'm looking at it. So yeah. Me love Emma long time, not in a weird way. It's all weird. Okay.
Yeah, Emma Frost had some early 2000s covers. They're kind of like digitally colored.
Yeah, that's the mini series, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. We can do the mini series as its own separate thing. So I'm throwing in like the X-Men appearances and the Gen X and so forth. Best America Chavez. Oh, dude, you know what? There's 12 issues of America Chavez. That's my 8th. But there you go. You just put it. That's what we're doing. The 8th bit in the season that me and Henry are. Yeah, we're gonna do America Chavez covers.
VENKMAN's happy.
Everybody's happy.
I'm
America
just
Chavez.
yawning, but I'm also curious. What are you doing over there, MK?
What am I doing?
Yeah, get construction paper with you.
Oh no, I was just crumpling up a napkin.
Oh, that's a loud napkin.
Well,
It's right next to your microphone picks
sorry,
up like everything, like the people next
it's like
door.
one of those. It's like one of those crunchy napkins, like the harder ones. Yeah.
You mean like everyone's you get from the fast food places?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's Henry bought 16 videos. If you go over to
Oh my gosh.
Ko-Fi and you donate $5, tell me what you want, what title or what artist or what character you want. You can even say what books you want for it. And so we are splitting was it 8? No, it was 16. And you can control the show basically. And we're splitting a season. And thank you very much, Glenzer. You just picked the last of my 8 for that season.
I mean,
appreciate it.
For the next season after that, Hitman.
That actually would be good too. I like the idea of doing themes this year. If we do Hitman, maybe street vigilantes like Hitman, Punisher.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke would be those street level gun heroes,
Deadshot,
and such like that.
all those guys. Yeah.
That's
Have you done one with like strictly anti-heroes?
Well, that would be them. Yeah, I guess that would be a great.
No such thing. They're all villains or heroes. None of that anti-hero crap. Anti-heroes. Get out of here.
Melania is absolutely correct. Patriotic heroes for Pride Month.
Well, guys who play for both sides. I don't know.
Patriotic heroes. Well, that would be a Punisher, right? Because he's taking out the bad guys that our government won't do.
Yeah. I've pissed off people in the comment section. It's probably one of the reasons why I'm shadow banned, but I call July Pride Month.
Man,
on purpose.
Every time they bring up the Epstein list, I'm thinking like, if Punisher was real, we don't have to worry about the government.
I know, right?
Punisher's like, oh, the senator's involved in this? Goodbye, Senator.
One of my favorite scenes, I did not like the Civil War, but one of my favorite scenes is when Punisher comes in with Captain America's team and he sees the villains there and he kills them and is like, what?
They're villains.
Yeah. America Chavez counts as a patriotic hero. Well, originally she was supposed to be Miss America, but they kind of dropped that.
Ooh, here's a special theme. People pretend to be Captain America, like Sam Wilson. Punisher dressed up. Other people have dressed up as Captain America.
Henry, shadow banned is they don't share out your videos to everybody who's got yourself notified, or they share it with they'll share it with the auto videos, people in the cars or engines or something like that. But they don't share it out as much as they would. Before I got hit, I would do a video, and in the first couple of hours, I would be up to about 800 views. Now, sometimes it would only get like a couple of hundred after that, but by the end of my video run, it was usually 3,000 to 5,000 views, unless it was a hit, and then it would be 10 or more. And that was at the tip top, and then two things happened. One, I was mass flagged at the same time we were hit by the adpocalypse by that guy from goodness gracious, he called himself the Lispy Queer, and then got pissed anytime anybody called him that. I might be in tomorrow's auction. How do I pay you through YouTube? Go to it's not YouTube. It's
I would say PayPal, if you can do that.
Yeah, it's PayPal or Ko-Fi.
If Ko-Fi, if you're using a debit card or credit card, they will charge you per dollar interest.
Okay.
So the way I do it is the easiest way to do it. Well, I mean,
if you go through Ko-Fi, get gift cards, but if you go through PayPal, the address is MediaMadmin1. It's scrolling on the bottom at gmail.com.
Okay, so the best way I've done before is I buy like the Visa gift cards. I go to the site, I register them online, I add them to my PayPal wallet, and then I go over to Ko-Fi and I pay using the PayPal. Yeah, because my Ko-Fi is connected to PayPal.
Oh, okay. So
it might be a little more steps than you're used to, but I mean, I don't pay interest then.
Let's see. Also, about the shipping, I'm going to see I'm going to try to find something because I do priority to keep the cost even. Like this is what it is all the time. I shipped a couple of medium boxes, and they're $20 now to ship priority, which if you're okay with paying, okay. But the problem with shipping anything media is one, knowing the weight, which I'm thinking like I shipped Glenzer. I shipped Glenzer an omnibus. It's a pretty big book, but it was $11 to ship it by itself. So I was thinking if I ship that many comics, then maybe it'll be around the $10. The only problem is finding the boxes and paying for them and making sure that the cost is somewhere in the vicinity of the cost without going over. I don't like to charge you guys more. I actually try to bring the cost down. $20 for the medium box. Whew. But I
remember I was paying 16 when I was sending you stuff through the boxes.
Yeah, the short boxes that I send, they are.
Well, I was talking about the prepaid ones.
They're averaging around $23 now, and I've been charging $20. And that is actually, if you're going medium box, it's almost worth it to go for the short box. Tell you the truth, but the problem with that is that means every so often I've got to pay $60 to bring in those short boxes. But yeah, my Marvel Universe Omnibus. Yeah, Glenzer, got it. It's on.
Those, I said, the priority mailboxes you send me, I think they're like, I can't remember if they're the large. I think the large, the flats ones, but the medium ones are like the rectangle ones.
Yeah. Well, no.
The cube.
They actually made the long ones, which I sent to Austin because he had a treasury.
Yeah.
Those are now $20 also. Yeah. You said that you have money orders. What's your mailing address? Who do I make the check out to? Well, my name's Aaron Butler. I'm doxxed because I send everybody packages. So, but if you want, I'll send the address to you. I'll make sure that you get it before. Also, what you would want to do, Michael Taylor, is contact me on Twitter or on email. So I'm guessing Michael Taylor's your actual name, but just to make sure that we're talking to the right people and that I've got a list of your books and everything. So yeah.
Hold on a second.
All right. But the thing about the money order is when it comes in, I've got to put it in the bank. When the money clears, then I'll send the book. Unfortunately, I was a little late on Darth Cato's, and I'm sending his books on Monday. But yeah, there you go. And by the way, I do apologize. Sometimes a box will get set aside, and I won't see it. And I think I've got all your books, and I'm just holding on. It's like Tony Hayes. I thought I had all of his books going out to him, and I found a box. I was like, son of a bitch, because there's about that many books left. So once again, I'm just going to throw them into the next slot there, Tony. All righty. And let's see.
You don't have social medias?
Yeah. What did you just share?
It's your X thing.
Oh, the X, yeah. There you
go. But yeah, it basically his Gmail address is going across here too.
Yep.
If you need to get a contact him that way, you can send a MediaMad11 Gmail.
Yeah, MediaMad11 at Gmail. That's the one I'm always looking at.
Yeah. So if you want to contact him, you can message with that. If you don't have any social medias.
Shockingly, Englentine is my secondary channel. When I started that up, I was just doing family photo kind of videos and everything. Wasn't taking the series. So I thought I needed to make a different channel instead of just changing. I would have done it completely different back in the day. So, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, as long as you actually have money in your PayPal and you go to use PayPal to pay for Ko-Fi, like when they ask the payments, you won't be charged. It's just that I don't have money because I don't have money in my PayPal. So if I try to use my credit card, they were like $1.25 per transaction. You know,
I did an unboxing. Check it out. Those are the books that are going to be up for sale. I've got
Later,
quite
Henry.
a few interesting ones.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good one, man. Take care. I've got.
I like those media, the medium party boxes. I always like those because they weren't too expensive, and I could fit about 14 books in there. If I as long as I don't really put any, I didn't really put any bubble wrap in it because I had the cardboard on the sides and then cardboard on the top, and they had this market as fragile, you know. But
and for this week, I showed off the books for next Saturday. I've got over 100 books coming. What is it? 93 and 27. So that's 120 books coming new for the auction, including some Dick Tracy and some FemForce books. So yeah, some good shit coming. For tomorrow, Plastic Man, All-Star Squadron, some Supergirls, a couple of Archies, Black Widow, got some an Adam Hughes Catwoman, Cap Marvel's One Shot, some DC Presents, Detective Comics, Freedom Fighters, Ghost, Gotham by Gaslight, some Justice League from the 1970s. Legion of Superheroes, as always, because I put that in because I love it. Secret Six, you guys were talking about them, so I said, all right, let's bring them in, see if they sell. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming in tomorrow night. So by all means, please show up, help out the channel, help out my family. That's basically how I'm helping with the bills here. How did the name Richard become shortened to Dick? My guess is somebody was just a dick. Yeah, I did have any of those payment methods until I purchased comics of these YouTube shows. Now I've seen. Well, cool. Anyway, hello to Dom. You're here and you're silent. I want to get you in on the chat, but I don't know.
He's always quiet, even the auction.
I know, he really is. He is a lot. He's one of those little, like, black cat. MK, you're okay. You're talkative. Except for not right now, but yeah, Dom's one of those who'll jump on and he'll just chill. What are you saying, MK?
Oh yeah, no. What was it? I was going to ask you a couple questions. You ever get to see that Monkey movie, or you haven't seen that movie yet?
Okay, so I found out. Gail doesn't want me to talk about this, so shh. I found out that our car is not street legal. And the way I found that out was being pulled over during a fucking blizzard. And they gave us 60 days to fix it. So apparently it's changed. Like when I got my license, you show up with your social security card and maybe an address or something like, right? And now they want like 3 different kinds of IDs. So we've been spending all our time trying to get our marriage license, which we haven't seen in 40 years, or my birth certificate. Okay, from even though I'm a Florida man, I was raised in Florida. I was actually born in Texas. And so we've been trying to gather all this paperwork, but knowing that if we go out and they stop us, they're going to tow our car away, and that's all we have. I'm only driving when absolutely necessary. I'm not making any extra trips, which I know has made some of the shipping late, and I apologize for that, but I don't want my wife to get arrested because I also found out, guess who's driving under a suspended license? So I don't want my wife arrested. I don't want us to be without a car because we can't afford an Uber every day for Gail to go to work. We haven't made it to the movies and I haven't been able to see all the new shit. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. We've run into a bit of bureaucratic red tape. And I was talking to my mother. She goes, remember, we were bureaucrats. And it's funny, this paperwork that I was having such a hard time getting, my mom just says, hold on, I'll call you back. And like within 2 hours, she's like, okay, your birth certificate, your marriage license is on its way. I was like, well, thank you. I wish I did that first. But yeah. The one thing that the one thing that made me pissed off though is Gail was like, no, I want to drive the truck when we move to Indiana. You drive the car. I didn't know. This is the because the car came from when we were separated. I didn't have one, didn't need one. I didn't know. And so I drove a freaking car that was not legal from Florida fucking Indiana and then all over the city. And then I was like, wait, what are you
behind
doing?
you, Scale?
Yeah.
So you Fast and Furious, you went full of Fast and Furious on it, like tinted windows.
We got to get it. We got to get a new registration. we got to get a new registration and new tag. And I was telling Gail, I said, if we get an Indiana tag, I want to see how much a vanity plate costs so I can have it say FLAMAN. And if they can put a Bucks sticker right in the middle of that, that would be awesome. But
you're not a Florida man. You're an Indiana.
I am a fucking Florida man until the day I die. That is
a real Florida man would never left Florida.
A real Florida man that loves his wife goes where his wife, and that's the thing. She was really stressed out. We needed to change.
I love my life in Florida.
Let's see. Marcus Fragile, to put it mildly, not street legal as a lowrider. No, it's just we don't have a proper tag on it and such. So, have a good one, Jose. Take care. Be safe. Boys in the Hood is always hard. Mothers are awesome. Yeah. My dad is a genealogist, and he's really good at doing finding documents and such like that as well. He wrote a book. I forget what it was called, but in it there was a section called "A Woman Called Wife," and he was doing a person's family tree, and he got to a point where he knew the husband's name, but the woman was buried in a grave with a tombstone that just read wife. And so my dad did digging. I guess he's a good detective because he actually was able to find out her identity and continue the search after that. I think that kind of thing is awesome, being able to do that, knowing what questions to ask and such. Phil the Kill, come talking that trash, you will pull your comment. Wait, what? Boys in the Hood is always hard to it. I don't know. I play the lottery when I can, so when I can help out those who need it. Well, thank you, Tony. Cop to E, this car is illegal immigrant pointing and laughing. I know, right? Yeah, that is something. Anyway, there you go. That's my sob story. But that is actually the reason why we haven't been out to see any movies. I wanted to go see the Monkey movie. I can't wait to see the Monkey movie. I heard it was a horror comedy, and I remember the story it was based on, which is only like 3 pages long. So I'm interested in seeing how they fill out. Have you seen the Monkey movie, MK? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was eating a cookie. I got Girl Scout cookies. That was going to be my next question. I haven't seen the Monkey yet, but I'll definitely watch it when it's on streaming for sure.
And you shoot out metal later on, those Girl Scout cookies.
Huh?
All the metals they put in those cookies.
I took Elizabeth put in an application at a local bakery. And while we were there, I was like, I am not leaving this place without buying something. And so I told her, because Elizabeth's got the dietary issues, I let her choose, and she chose Snickerdoodles.
Oh, Snickerdoodle. I thought VENKMAN said metals for a second. You got me scared for a second. You said minerals, right?
No, they're putting metals.
Oh, actually, metals? Really?
Yeah. Really? According to RFK, they're talking about, that they're one of the worst things you can have.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, hey, man, they still taste good.
Which ones are the ones with the coconut? That's the one I like.
Well, which ones? There's like 100 different flavors too.
It's a chemical they're putting in there, and like it contain like some kind of metal. Yeah, in their ingredients. I'm not sure what it is. You have to look it up, but
Are they like Malamar or something like that? What is that? That Girl Scout cookie? It's like a chocolate, and then it's got kind of a caramel thing and the coconut. Oh, those are good.
It's a Macklemore. I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
I know they are good.
Yeah.
Tony Hayes. I love Snickerdoodle cookies. Yeah, these are good too. They make, but I love their. They make everything's made in house, and they make their own peanut brittle. Oh, freaking!
Oh wow, yeah. That's what I was going to ask you guys. If you like Oreos more than the Girl Scout cookies, you know, like your favorite Girl Scout flavors or Oreo, your favorite Oreo flavors. Oreo makes some great ones too. Peanut butter, no. Yeah,
I'm actually not a big fan of peanut butter flavored stuff.
Oh, you don't like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Okay. You know.
Oreos are okay. I go with the I like the mint flavored. I like the regular. They're fine, but I would rather go for like a bakery's cookie any day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I trying to find the watermelon flavored Oreos that they have, but I couldn't
watermelon flavored Oreos. The sound of that is making me sick. Are those good?
Yeah, they were like a summer
caramel delights, the Samoas. I think somebody put that in the chat. Samoas. Yeah, Glenzer had that one. Yeah, that's those are my favorite. Thank you, Moran, for the chat thing. But yeah, hopefully Elizabeth gets it. We went to the bank today, and she put in an application there. So I would love to see her get a job. I would love to see her at least out of boredom. I bought her some coloring books. And I said, why don't you color these? And I will buy frames for them. And we will put them in the booth and sell them for, like $5 or $8 plus the frame, so it's like $13 to $15. I said, I'll guarantee you will make this coloring book look better. If you need to draw a background on them. So I'm trying to get her to do stuff like that, but I want to get her moving, doing something. Yeah. I prefer the store brand knockoff Oreos. That is some stores have better whatevers, sometimes anyway. Like I do like Great Value, the Walmart brands of a lot of stuff. Yeah. I make a great spicy cracker jack.
Oh, yeah. That place in my area that was on the news a month ago when, the place of Whoopi tried to like badmouth or whatever, the bakery. Yeah. Yeah. After that happened, that place got zonked with lines. Like, you ever see a new Chick-fil-A opening? Like those kinds of lines,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That and for us, it was Krispy Kreme donut. Whenever a new Krispy Kreme donut shop opens, holy crap, the lines around the block, man.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We had one of those, too, a couple of years ago in our mall, which is like 5 minutes from me. And there was like a free donut day, the opening day, and it went all the way into the parking lot. Like, really? Yeah. Seriously? Like, how many people go for free donuts? Holy crap, man.
For free Krispy Kreme? I have, like, I love their glazed donuts, but any other kind, they put glazed donut, and, like, if they have a chocolate donut, they'll have the glazed donut, and they'll put the chocolate on it. So it's, like, 10 times as sweet as anything a human being can actually
oh, wow. Yeah, that is two donuts too. I'll ask people, if they like Krispy Kreme or the Dunkin' Donuts, because I love Dunkin' Donuts a lot too. Krispy Kreme, it's been a while, so I can't really, but
I've got to choose Krispy Kreme between the two. I'm not against Dunkin' Donuts, but you put those two against each other, and
yeah. And then you got Tim Hortons, which I think is like a Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. Is that right? I think they're Canadian.
I've never been far north enough to try a Tim Hortons. I guess RDV. Have you ever had Tim Hortons?
I'm not into guys.
Okay.
What the hell is a Tim Horton?
A donut shop.
They're Canadian owned. Yeah, they're okay. I had them once a few years ago because they have a couple where I am. They're all right. I mean, I would say they're kind of in between Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme, but not quite as good.
I'm going to say this, MK? F Canada.
Oh, yeah, well, that too. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other.
I don't want their crap.
Is that where we're standing now?
Yeah, we're pro-America.
Okay. We're at war with
Trudeau, or whatever that was, Trudeau, whatever it is, how I pronounce his retarded name. He had said that, that America's being, being unfair to them. So he said, we're going to toughen up, we're going to no more imports from the United States. I'm like, good. We'll see you in a week. It's It's
It
ridiculous.
amazes me how many people are against. Like, he's just saying, look, you guys have treated us like this forever and a day, so we're just returning the favor. Let's make it fair. And a lot of people are against that. I'm like, I don't understand it, but
I mean, we're no longer give them. Yeah, we'll cut them off from all the gasoline, all the oil we have here. We'll let them starve, and then when they get invaded by another country, we're not going to care.
I don't know. Anyway, we are veering way off. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for the auction. Please join us then. And it is 1:09, and I've got to drive my wife to work tomorrow at 6.
I mean, if Canada is so great, why did all of their celebrities come here to be stars?
There you go. I feel bad for about 5 minutes after Thin Mint binge, but then I move on with life. I would not feel bad at all. I have come to accept my overweightness.
All right.
Yeah. You kids have
show tomorrow morning
talk
at
to
9 a.m.
illegal cars to donuts and tariffs, says Glinzer. Welcome to an I Love Comics live stream. Yeah.
And we'll end it with Geek Puppet Show is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, Scooby-Doo reading. And then you should stop back here.
Exactly.
Because this is what we're having. And that's it. See you guys later.
All righty. You kids have a great night. Thank you very, very much for watching.